What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Time for another showcase. Today's going to be the super physical type Ki Chi Chi unit, and for this little girl, she packs quite a punch. She's actually a pretty decent monster, and you'll see that when we cover the stats a little bit. But this is a super type team setup with the Transforming Goku. Let's go ahead and cover the stats. So, leader skill, intelligence, and physical types. Ki +3, HP attack and defense, increase of 50%. The super attack will cause supreme damage with a medium chance to stun the enemy. Passive skills where things get a little bit interesting. Attack increase of 180% when performing a super attack. Pretty incredible increase there. But attack will decrease by 60% for 3 turns after receiving an attack. Link skills, Battlefield Diva +2 Ki. The Innocence 10% increase to attack. More than meets the eye, attack of 300 increase. The Incredible Adventure is +2 Ki, and then Guidance of the Dragon Balls is attack increase of 20%. So maxed out, this unit has HP levels of 10,740, attack of 12,226, and defense of 8,398. 12 Ki Multiplier, I believe, is 130%. So, this unit does have the ability for a medium chance to stun the enemy, so that is one way to bypass getting attacked. However, you know, as you can see, with a lot of attacks coming in the first slot, before even the first unit is able to attack, you know, there are attacks incoming, so, you know, you do have to be a little bit wary of where to place her. Ideally, it's probably going to be the second or third slot per rotation. That way you're not dealing with an attack decrease of 60% before she even attacks. Now 180% is a pretty big amount for this type of unit, and this is only a level 100 unit. She does not have a Dokkan Awaken yet, so it'll be curious to see, you know, if she gets one, and if she does, how much of an increase to that attack it's gonna have. So pretty interesting unit overall. And it is obvious that she does not fall into the Peppy Gals category. I mean, she is like a little girl after all, you know what I mean? So, but definitely a little bit of a throwback to the manga, and definitely interesting portion of the you know, series. Pretty laughable moments here and there, you know what I mean? So definitely a bit of a throwback. I remember Yamcha dealing with some shit during that time. That's all I gotta say about that. And the unit does link pretty well with the physical type Chi Chi unit. They do share, you know, the link skill for Guidance of the Dragon Ball. That is a 20% increase to attack, and then the Incredible Adventure also adds +2 Ki, and you've got Battlefield Diva as well. So a lot of good setups there, and you know, this team, even though it is a transforming team, it's pretty much filled with you know, female units just to have better link skills overall. So the Pandel unit does provide a 30% increase to attack for all allies. So it is a pretty decent boost, as well as the physical Pan unit that you see provides a 30% attack and defense increase for allies if HP is over 30%. So you are seeing this unit get a pretty decent boost, and you'll see occasions where you know, the Chi Chi unit is not really in a rotation where there's going to be 2 support units, you know, providing a pretty big attack increase. But you will see throughout the video, you do have support units helping her out. Yeah, 180% increase attack, given there is a 60% restriction if she gets attacked, is a pretty big boost. I mean, and you're able to see that that output just because of such a pretty high, you know, percent increase to attack. The SA is definitely pretty amazing too. Kind of takes you back a little bit, you know, trip down memory lane. So for enemies that apply, that aren't immune to being stunned, that's one way to avoid, the decrease for 3 turns. Fortunately, it's only 3 turns. It's not, 6 turns or whatever. So, it's somewhat manageable. So, like I said, probably the best setup for her would be, 2nd or 3rd slot. If not, make sure, if she is in the 1st slot within the rotation, that there aren't going to be any enemies attacking before she's able to. It'll be curious to see how she does with the type disadvantage coming up against Ultimate Gohan, because Gohan does have pretty good defense as well in this Dokkan event. And yes, I realize this is Boss Rush, but it's pretty much the same setup as his Dokkan event would be. So with the help of, supporting units in the rotation, she's able to consistently get that, attack, output potential over 1 million. So certainly not bad. And this is pretty much, rotation without really any support units, providing a passive boost. And, we'll see how she does here. So she does link pretty well with the other physical type Chi Chi units, so still has the potential for 1 million output. So definitely the 180% increase attack as part of the passive definitely does apply. I mean, it makes a hell of a difference. So for a little girl, she definitely puts out a lot of damage. It kind of made me think just a second ago, like, I understand why they came out with the Peppy Gals category, because of, Master Roshi's thirsty ass, you know what I mean, with that story event, not story event, but the, the daily training event, whatever. So, I mean, it makes sense. They introduced a category to bring, female units that his little pervert ass, wanting to fight against or whatever, to get the bonus drop rates for the training items or whatever. But it would have been nice if they had like a Battlefield Diva or female fighters category instead too. I think that would have made things a little bit more versatile, and the Chi Chi unit would have also had a category if that was the case. Even the Pound unit would have too. So I understand why they did it, because of they introduced the Master Roshi's Platinum Turtle Shell training event, but at the same time it'd be nice if they added a Battlefield Diva or a female fighter category at some point too. So she is having a type advantage here, the last couple of attacks, so definitely putting out some good numbers. And this version of Chi Chi does reduce the attacked enemy's attack and defense by 20%. So that also does help the kid version in terms of the attack and defensive abilities. So this little girl definitely packs a punch. Deals a pretty good amount of damage. I mean, given the right team setup and rotations, but you know, overall this unit's pretty solid. Yeah, given it is at 100% potential, so you know that is one thing to consider. You know, this all makes me think. I really wish, instead of that category where it was, you know, those that seek the Dragon Balls, I really wish they just came out with a Dragon Ball Saga instead. I mean, it would have been so much more fun to run that category instead. I'm not quite sure why they introduced the category as it is. I think a lot of people would have been happier if it was the Dragon Ball Saga. Yeah, that's just my opinion, but we'll see how things go once the LR Kid Goku actually becomes, you know, the LR. We'll see what kind of leader skills and whatever comes out of it, I guess. But this was pretty much the showcase for the Kid Chi Chi unit, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, appreciate you watching. Definitely stay tuned for next time.